Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. If you're not already subscribed, guys, please smash that subscribe button and give it a big like at the end of the video. Would really appreciate that, guys. It's Saturday, so what you're about to watch now is Build the Millennium Falcon issue 2. We're on issue 2 already, guys. This week has gone so fast, and as you can see, I've got the Boss mug full of coffee. It's like a bucket of coffee. It's really cold here in the UK, guys. It's about -3 at the minute outside, so it's freezing in this garage. I've got to sort some heating out in here eventually. But without further ado, guys, me gabbling on, I've got my coffee, I've got the instructions, I've got the pot set out here ready to build. So let's crack on with this issue 2 of the Millennium Falcon. Okay then, guys, let's crack on with this Millennium Falcon build issue 2. Really excited, guys, as I said in the intro, to bring this to the channel. I mean, this magazine alone, I don't know if it's coming off on video, guys, but it's so glossy. They've definitely put a lot of money into this build, guys. And like I've said in past vlogs, check them out on the playlist. I started building this about a couple of years ago, and then I stopped. And I think I've got about 25 issues so far in the drawer, in stock. You've got brilliant content in here, guys, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. There's Chewie. Oh, I can't do that. I don't know why I've tried to do that. And you've got some pictures here from the movie. And here, which in a bit, guys, I'm going to be showing the table, which has already been built. It's just a sticker on there, but because I've already put the sticker on, I can't do that again, obviously. Apologise for the dog in the background. I've shut the curtains. It's night time. She's still barking. That's Labs for you. And there's a picture of the Millennium Falcon. And another wicked picture there from the movies. And you've got the cockpit. All the instruments, what they're using there, telling you basically what parts what, which is pretty cool. If you ever watch the movie and you wonder what they're messing with or controlling the Millennium with. Do you know, I had one of them when I was a kid. Dog walker, I think it was called. This side come down, you put your little figures in there. Massive batteries used to take. So I just thought I'd let you know there. Big Star Wars fan, guys. Yeah, but there's your content in this week's mag. And then here we've got what we've, information what we've got in this issue, basically. We've got instruments, which this part here, which I'll show you shortly, that'll be going in the middle of the Millennium. We've got 2 other pieces, what's going to be, let's have a look, 2 and 3, the instrument display and hologram table, we've got that also. And then we've got the instrument display and control console. Yes, that's just a plastic piece which has already been built. Apologise for that, guys. There's going to be a few parts in the next up to 9 issues what I've already done, what's glued together, etc. So I can't build them fresh. But as you can see to the right of the screen, that's ready for 9, 6, 7, 8. Let's have a look for the frame, basically. But we'll get to that in a sec. Yeah, and then we're on the instructions, assembling the hull frames. This is what we're going to be doing today, guys. And this is going to be the finished result at the end of today's video. So yeah, we'll be doing assembling the hull frames, and that's going to be the finished result at the end of today's video, as I've just said. And then we'll be quickly, obviously not assembling the hologram board, but I will be showing you the outcome and what that looks like. Also showing the instrument panel. But again, I can't apologise enough, guys. It's going to be little and few times when I'm just recapping on this build. It's just that I've done these parts up to issue 9 and 10, as I've said a few minutes ago. And then finally will be the guns, what we did last week. We'll be putting that on this other part we've got here, the quad laser turret assembly. So yeah, without going on, quickly have a look at issue 4, issue 3 and 4. Next week we've got more hull plating, control layers, control yokes, cockpit seats and the cockpit bulkhead door, which is these parts here. And then the week after that, guys, issue 4. We're going to have a lot of these, guys, because basically the structure of the Millennium is all this sort of framework, and then you put the panels on top over time. But in issue 4, we've got more frame members, fixings, and the front of the cockpit console, which is there. So that's looking pretty cool for the next couple of issues, which is scary. By the time we get to issue 4, that's going to be Christmas week, guys, which I think I'm still going to be posting. I'm not sure as yet, just in case you guys still want to watch my videos. I'll probably still post. I'm just going to have a sip of coffee. Yeah, it's been a busy week, this, guys, and I need to keep awake. Right, so what we'll do is we'll go through the instructions as we're building, save reading them, and then reading them again to build. So instruction 1, it's saying get TF3. Let's just get the right part. Yeah, so that's this part. And TF4, which is that part. And as you can see by these, guys, these are steel. It's going to be a heavy model, this is. Right, so what I'm going to do is place them on the table exactly how it's telling me to do in the instructions, and then we can't go wrong then. Right, so it's saying from the pieces with this issue, take parts 6 and 7, which is TF to T4, plus the connectors and fixing screws. So we need these 3 connectors here. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And then it's asking to get 3 of the half connectors. Now, what I'm finding for this build, guys, is usually one of these pill boxes, and to put all the parts in, screws and the connectors, because it helps without losing them. So we need 3 of these. It helps to stop losing them, should I say. So we've got those, and I'm going to keep the screws in there, and we'll get those as we need them. Okay, so you will also need hull frames TF1 and TF2, which we're provided with issue 1. That was last week. Now, I might not have showed these last week, guys, because these was already built, but I've debuilt them off video for you today. But yeah, we had these in issue 1 as well. So these are frames TF1 and 2. You can see if that there, TF1, and then you've got TF2. Get the light on that, just there. So it might seem daunting when you see all these frameworks, thinking, God damn, I'm going to know what's what. The instructions are pretty cool, and the detail on there to tell you what part's what is pretty cool also. And let's just get these ready there. So that's ready there. Going back to these now, this is what it wants us to do. Instruction 3, take a 2-hole connector and 1 screw and align the parts with frame TF1 at position A on the diagram. Right, so what we do is we take the calling on the 2-hole connector, which is self-explanatory, as you can see, because that's a 2-hole one and that's a 4. So we want the 2-hole one, and then what it's saying do is put that in there like that, and then we're going to get a screw and screw that in there. Just looking what screw we need. They're the black screws. I don't know if I'm calling them anything. No, it's not calling it a certain screw, so they're the black screws. Right, so you've got to be careful not to unthread or cross thread these screws, guys, because if you do, we're going to have a world of problems. So we'll put that there like that, and just start it off. It's going in pretty easy, as simple as that. That's that done. And then what it's saying is get a 4-hole connector and position it in frame TF1 in position B. So that's position A, and position B is going to be, 2 seconds. I've got that the wrong way around, haven't I? Oh, sorry guys, what the hell, what am I like? Sorry, it's been a tough week. Got the wrong part there, guys. I was using that one. It's this one. So sorry about that. I need some sleep. That's what I need. Right, I'm trying to keep these videos as fluent, guys. So what I've just done is cut to this part, and we'll put this screw in the right TF1 frame. Right, so that's that done. Like so. And then what it's saying then is get a 4-hole connector. And what you want to do is the top left hole there is going to connect to the bottom of TF1 frame there. So it might be easy if I just put this on the desk for now until I connect it, and then I will show you close up. It's just going to be easier to screw it on. So we want in that hole there. The hoodie I'm wearing today, guys, is daubed in dog hairs off my lab. She's like a beige lab. I don't know if you've seen the video in the summer in the pool. That's the culprit. That's Bailey dog, the lab. She's good fun. I don't know if she's molting or something. It's unusual to molt this time of year, but the fur is all over my hoodie. What I'm wearing now, so I've got to get this clean, I think, over the weekend. But back to the build, TF01. We've got a sync, 2-hole connector there and a 4-hole connector there. Right, so that is done up to instruction 5. Instruction 6, it's now saying take frame TF2. So let's double check I've got the right one. Yeah, TF2, and that was me saying at the beginning of the video, it's so easy to follow. Okay, I believe himself if you don't. Right, TF2 and TF1 have got to be connected together, so it's as simple as doing that. And then what we're going to do is put these black screws in to connect it. I'm sorry guys, I'm not sure what these screws are called, and it's not naming the screws by anything, it's just saying screw together, so I'm just calling them the black screws because they are black. Right, so just hold that like so. Yeah, this is probably the simple part of this build as well. I've got a feeling this is going to be some fiddly issues through this build, which I'm looking forward to. So yeah, we put a screw in that one to connect that, and now we're going to put another screw in there, which that's instruction 7. Yeah, it's going to get interesting. This is, I think, as we go along. And there are 100 issues of this, guys. So it's a big commitment to take on. So we've got this now, which is a big commitment, and the Titanic, which will take us, what, a couple of years on each. I hope you're committed, guys, to stay with me. I'm sure you are. 2 years, though, guys, 2 years. Mad. And that will fly by, you know. Right, so we're up to instruction 7. We've inserted that second frame, so it looks like that. Now, instruction 8, take another 4-hole connector, attach it to frame TF2. So I'll put that to one side a second. And that's TF4. This is TF2, I think. No, it's TF3. This is TF2. TF2. So what it wants us to do is basically connect it to here. So we want a 4 connector and a screw. And again, guys, if you hold the connector there like that, it's just got to go in the top left hole. Just careful as you put the screw through, you don't defred it. And then what we're doing, move those out of the way a second, is connecting it to this corner of the TF2. Just being careful not to damage the thread. Just making sure that's the right way around. Yeah, that's how they want it. I'm going to have another sip of my coffee in a minute because it's going to be cold. It's absolutely freezing in this garage, guys. because it's early days yet, I've only been in there for about 6 months. I used to do these models in my son's bedroom, but then I decided to come in the garage. So as you know, I've not sorted it out as a studio yet. Hence, there's no heating in here, but I've got to get that sorted. Even if it's one of them oil heaters, it'd help. Because, to be honest, I'm not that cold. It's not freezing where I'm dithering and my hands are cold. It's pretty warm considering. But yeah, I do want it as a proper studio eventually, as I keep saying, and I will get that done eventually. That's one thing I want to try and get done next year. Right, so that's instruction 8 done. Instruction 9, take another 2-hole connector and we're going to attach that to the top there of TF2. So I'm getting another screw. And these pillboxes, guys, they're pretty cool to have. When you're doing builds like this, you can put your screws in there, you know you're not going to lose them. Which is half the problem's gone if you know you can keep your stuff safe. Let's go in there like that. And what I'm doing, guys, I'm not tightening these up totally until they're joined together, because basically once you do the parts on that, then you've got a bit more leverage to hold them together and you can tighten them right up. Obviously you're going to have to remember that, but I'm not tightening them really tight. I'm just tightening them just enough so they don't hardly move, if that makes sense. Right, so that's instruction 9 done, and that's how we're looking at the minute. Now we've got to go to instruction 10, align the 2 holes in frame TF with the 2 connectors shown, TF3. So this is TF3, and what it's saying do, let's get this the right way around first. We've got to get this right, guys, so I would have thought that is the right way around, like so, looking like that. Isn't that cool? That's looking straight away. So we've got to connect that. So instruction 10, 11 are going to be basically putting these 2 screws to connect TF2 to TF3. So we'll crack on with that. Yeah, and you know, guys, if you're not already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button. Press the bell notification so you don't miss out on any content I'm putting on the channel, especially if you want to keep up with one of the builds I'm doing, including this one. And whenever I put one up, then you'll see it come on your phone or any of your devices. I've posted any content you want to keep track with. Like, this is what I was on about. Just look, because we've got more structure now. Now we can get to town and tighten these screws tight, because we do not want these screws coming loose once we put all the panels on and it's all connected together, and then you get one loose and it falls apart. That would be a bit embarrassing. But that is what we're up to so far, guys, with instruction 11. Now I think that's pretty cool already. Right, now it's saying take another 4-hole connector and attach it, let's have a look, to frame TF3 in position E. Now guys, if you're wondering how you're working out position E, you can see here, this is the diagram it's giving you, and then it's saying position E. So if we turn this over, like so, and then get part TF04, which is going to be that way around, this is TF3, as we know, because it's got there, just there. So it says there, that's position E, which is this part here at the top. So if we just flip it round and get this 4 connector, and on the diagram it's got it this way around, that's where it's going to go, like so. And you know it's right because you've got the lip there, and that's where we've got the lip here. So if we get another screw and then just screw that into there. And it says here as well, guys, do not over tighten yet, because you're going to have that little leeway, that play, I would have thought, to connect other parts to it. So far up to instruction 12, this is what we've got so far. And there's a 4-hole connector there. Now, Instruction 13, prepare the final joint by fitting the last two hole connector in position F. So position F, you should already be there with me, guys. It's going to have to go that point there. Now let's just turn it around as it's shown us on the diagram, and that has to be pointing outwards like so, which I'll show you closer up in a minute once I've screwed that together. Oh, I'm really happy about doing this build, guys. It's been in the pipeline for months. Back in maybe June, I think, earlier in the year, I did say that I've got loads of these issues and I wanted to bring it to the channel, but I was just waiting for the right time to bring it to the channel, and I just think this is the right time now with the Ferrari, much hassle I'm having with getting parts for that. I just thought this could fit in this slot for now. I think the Ferrari is just going to be one of those where I do an issue once I get an issue. It's just going to be random. It's not going away from the channel, but it's not being constant, if that makes sense. I'm just checking this is right, so they want us to put that way around here. Right, instruction 14, attach TF4 using 2 screws as shown. Right, so if we place this here like so, and then we get TF4, which is there, and then what it's saying do is turn that way around, and you know you're right because you've got these little lips here on the diagram. If you can see that, these lips, they're at the top end, the same as on this part here, TF1. So basically what we're doing, guys, is putting 2 screws to attach TF4 to TF3. Simple as that. So I've already loaded a screw up, and what we're going to do now is line that up. I think this is why, see what I've just mentioned, is why they're telling us to not over tighten these screws as yet. It just gives it that bit of play so you can get these other screws in. So we'll just start that one off there. These pillboxes are really cool, guys. Imagine now working for the screws through the boxes or little bags. It's just a nightmare. It's a lot better this way. I'm not sure if you're watching this on a Saturday and it's just been posted, or late Friday night. I'm just trying to come to terms which is best really for for me and the channel. Obviously getting back on a Friday, I do a lot of my filming then on a Friday night, and it's just getting time to edit it. And I'm thinking, do I bother editing it and put it out early out Saturday morning, or just post it for you guys like midday Saturday, so you can watch it in the afternoon while you're chilling or whatever, or watch it when you come back from the shops, things like that. But that's it, guys. That's that framework done, and that is exactly how it's supposed to look, like so. So we'll put that there. Okay, we've put all the connectors on, all the screws are in, it's nice and tight. Now what it's saying do for instruction 16 is finally test fit the hull plate, which is this thing here. I mean, look at the details on that, guys. Look at that. What? That is crazy. Look at that, guys. And that is without any fairing on it. It looks pretty cool already to me. I mean, it looks dirty there, if you can see. Oh, I don't think I'm going to paint it, you know. I might change my mind, but at the minute, I don't think I'm going to paint it. Okay, back to the build. I get excited about these things, guys. What it wants us to do is do a dry run, basically. Just check and see if these mouldings fit in the holes where they're supposed to fit. And as you can see there, there's 2 little yellow circles. As you can see, guys, that fits perfectly. Like so. And that's how they want it to look on the diagram. Like that. Looks pretty cool. What I'm going to do now, while it's in position, I'm just going to not over tighten these, just do them a little bit tighter so they're a bit more secure. I won't tighten everything too much, it's just that you're going to have to remember what you haven't tightened in the future, if that makes sense. But we're nearly done for this week's video, guys. I really do hope you're enjoying this video, and I hope you're happy to see it on the channel. If you are, guys, smash that subscribe button for us and give it a big like as well. Please give it a big like. Helps the channel grow, basically. But yeah, that is it for up to instruction 16. So that's how it's looking. Pretty cool. Let's just quickly turn the page, see what else it wants us to do in this issue. Right, okay, so we're going to have a quick look now at the hologram table. So let me move that out of the way a second. I'll leave that at the top for 2 seconds while I just reach over and get this table. Now, here we go, guys. I know this is a bit of a spoiler for the future, but that is the hologram table. Basically, all I had to do was just stick like a sticker. Make sure it's centre, guys, because it's going to look silly if it's leaning over too much. But yeah, that's the hologram table. I'm going to move that out of shot now because I'm showing too much, giving too much away what you're going to see in the future. And now finally for this issue, it wants to get the quad laser turret assembly and also the cockpit. Right, as this has already been built, guys, and it's got stickers on, I can't take this apart, but I can show you it. So we're looking at instruction 1 and 2. You basically got the cockpit base and the stickers onto it, which is there. Now, how cool does that look, guys? But that's what I built back in the day. I say back in the day, a few months back, was all this bit here to form the cockpit area. Now, as I said earlier, guys, I'm not going to make a thing of having recaps on this. Oh, and there's the back bit. It's just that this has already been built, as you can see, and I don't want to take that apart, as you can hopefully understand. But it's going to be little things like that where I'm going to have to just show you already built, if that makes sense. Now, finally, let's look at the quad laser turret assembly. Okay, so you've got this, which is called, let's have a look what it's called. It's the turret. Yeah, it's the turret, isn't it? Of course it is. But how cool is that, guys? Look at that. It's just plastic, but look at the detail on that so far already. And that's without putting any fairing on it. Now, what it's saying do for this part of the issue is, do you remember this from last week? If you don't and you ain't watched it, guys, please go and go to the playlist, the Millennium Falcon playlist, and watch it. The introduction, etc. We built this last week. So this is the laser, the quad laser. What it's saying do is just put it in here, like so, just to see what it looks like. The right way around, of course. Tough week, guys, tough week. Like that. Look at that. How cool is that? That is looking cool. And that is just a little part of this Millennium Falcon. Can you imagine when this is built, guys, and that's on? Basically, that'll go in there. I'll just connect in there like that. Which I'm not sure if I can put it in now, I suppose. Don't want to force it. There we go, it's in. There you go, that's in. Look at that, guys. Give us a like, guys, if you love this. And you're interested in watching this build. I mean, that goes like that, look. Big kid at heart, guys, me. Look at that. That looks wicked. But guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video. I keep saying it, but please give it a big like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But that is it for this week's issue of the Millennium Falcon build. There'll be more next week, guys, issue 3. Please come back and tune in for the next video. I do hope you enjoyed this week's video of issue 2 of the Millennium Falcon, guys. I'm really excited about doing this build. As I said last week at the introduction of this wicked, magnificent Millennium Falcon build, consists of 100 issues. So yeah, it's another big build to commit to, guys, but I'm really happy to bring this to the channel. I hope you enjoyed also seeing us build part of the hull of the Millennium Falcon. Guys, this is going to be massive. It's huge. The scale is huge, and what it's all about is putting like the the skeleton of the Millennium Falcon, and then we'll be putting the well-known, I can't think of the panels of the Millennium Falcon onto it, which is obviously going to keep going further down in the issues. So that's what we looked at today and what we built. Sorry about having to just show you the table, for example. How I stuck it on a couple of months ago when I did this build on my own without filming it. There's going to be little parts like that just in these first few 9 or 10 issues, what I've already built, where I can't rebuild it for you guys, as you can understand. Because if I've stuck the stickers on or glued parts together, there's no way I can take those apart. But that's not going to be as often as, like, for example, the X-Wing was, having a lot of recaps. That's not going to happen with this, guys, because I've only done, I think, 9, maybe 10 issues, and there's only a few issues where I've just got a recap because it's been stuck together or whatever. But mainly this build, guys, definitely after 9 or 10 issues, is going to be fresh builds weekly for you. So if you're not subscribed, guys, please smash that subscribe button and please give us a big like. Helps the algorithm go basically and get me around and let people come to watch this video, what I'm doing for you guys and all newcomers. But thanks again, guys, really appreciate your support. Hope you enjoyed the video. See ya. Peace.